Warning, this video contains spoilers for Jedi Fallen Order. Lightsaber customization in Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is like nothing we've ever seen before in any other Star Wars game. You're able to collect lots of different parts and materials hidden throughout the planets in Fallen Order and then use them to customize your lightsaber to your liking. Hey everyone, it's Andrew, and I'm going to show you exactly how lightsaber customization works in Fallen Order. It's pretty insane and lays new ground for what can be done for lightsaber customization in video games. It also develops and evolves throughout the story, which I'll talk about briefly, but not in full detail. The lightsaber in Fallen Order is heavily tied to Cal and his journey of becoming a Jedi, as he traces the steps and clues left by fallen Jedi in an attempt to rebuild the Jedi Order. And there's some stuff about the lightsaber which I'm going to leave you to discover on your own as you play through the game. A few really fun, exciting plot moments which I don't want to spoil for you. I might start talking about them after the game's been out a little longer, but I will say it doesn't disappoint. While making this video, I still haven't fully finished the story of Fallen Order, but it's shaped up to be one of the best, most fun, most satisfying Star Wars gaming experiences I've ever had. This one's going to be memorable, and a big part of that is because of the lightsaber customization. Once you get to a certain point in the game, after about an hour of gameplay, you'll be able to head to the back of the Stinger Mantis, your crew's ship, where you'll find this lightsaber crafting table. There are also several of these tables on certain planets in different locations throughout the galaxy. Some of them are tied to the plot and you'll interact with them as a part of that, but you can use them mid-mission and quickly equip new parts you've just found for your weapon. The Stinger Mantis basically acts as your hub and your safe haven in between missions, and obviously it's your ride for getting around the galaxy. If you interact with this table at the back of the ship, you can start customizing your lightsaber using all the parts you've found for it. Now, Cal's lightsaber and how you're able to customize it is broken up into 5 different components. You've got the color, emitter, switch, sleeve, and material. And at the start, because you won't have found any new lightsaber parts yet, you'll only be able to customize the color between Cal's regular blue color, green, and orange if you pre-ordered the game. You'll need to find the rest of the parts in the worlds you explore, and you get them from opening these box crates. Some of these you'll need an upgrade for a BD1 to slice open, so if you want to collect all the lightsaber parts in the game, you'll need this upgrade first, which you can find on the planet Zepho. You should eventually come across it as you progress through the story, but might have to go back to a few locations to open boxes you previously couldn't before you had the upgrade. Lightsaber customization expands as you progress through the game. You may have already seen the double-bladed lightsaber you can find on Dathomir. Once you unlock this, customization will affect both sides of the saber. As for example, if you modify the emitter, it will change the emitter on both sides of the saber. And as far as I know, you can't have one half of your lightsaber as blue and the other green. It's the same color blade for the whole thing. But you can choose to turn either 1 or 2 blades on. The game gives you the option of fighting with a single or double blade, which is very cool. Press the left arrow button on your controller for 1 blade and the right arrow for 2. There's a few moves you'll learn on your skill tree that'll allow you to switch between 1 and 2 blades mid-attack, which is great for throwing your enemies off guard. And using 1 or 2 blades at a time have different advantages. I find for one-on-one situations, a single blade works really well, but against groups of enemies or non-human-like creatures, 2 blades can be much more efficient. It might deal smaller damage, but it moves much faster and is capable of hitting multiple enemies at the same time. Great for when you're being swarmed. I love that they've built this into the gameplay, that it's not just that the 2 blades are better than the 1. I love having the option, adds variety to Cal's combat style, and how seamless the transition can be mid-fight between using 1 or 2 blades. Sometimes there's an enemy I'm struggling with, so I'll change the amount of blades I'm using to try a different strategy. Fallen Order is big on player choice when it comes to exploration, but the same principles apply in combat. You choose how you fight, which also goes hand in hand with the skill tree. You choose what to level up first. For example, I've put very few skill points into leveling up my blocking abilities, and instead, all my skill points have gone into the offensive side of things, new combos, lightsaber moves, and force powers. And there are lightsaber attacks you can unlock specific to whether you're using 1 blade or 2. So much variety and customization in combat, it's great. But back to the cosmetic side of lightsabers. Scattered throughout the planets of Fallen Order are heaps of lightsaber parts to collect, so always make sure you keep an eye out for them when you're on a story mission or just exploring one of the planets. Some of them are hidden. I found a lot of the time I was playing, I doubled back through an area in search of more collectibles and was always looking around corners, behind me, back and around for those boxes which could contain another upgrade. I love this part of the game, the way it encourages you to keep searching, to keep looking for more and exploring other parts of the map, which is really what this game is all about, exploring the galaxy on your path to becoming a Jedi. I've tried to be pretty thorough when running through an unexplored section of a map, but I'm sure I've missed a bunch of these along the way, and that's why I feel this game has so much replay value. It wants you to come back to revisit planets, to find hidden secrets you missed the first time you were there. The scale and complexity of the maps are blowing my mind, and they're almost like mazes. You have to find your way around using trial and error and your map, and finding these lightsaber parts ties into that, looking for the hidden nooks and crannies of each world, because there's lots of them. One other thing I noticed, sometimes BD1 will give you a little hint when there's an unopened box somewhere nearby. He'll jump off your back and look in the direction of the box, or go stand somewhere near where you haven't explored. I've been trying to pay more and more attention to his movement, and I found he really helps with discovering things I might not have seen. Now I'm going to go into a little more detail about the different parts of the lightsaber. First up is the color. So the main colors we all know of in Fallen Order are blue, green, and orange. And I'm sure a lot of people are wondering if there are more colors beyond these. All I'm going to say is this game has a few surprises. I'm going to let you discover them on your own. Trust me, it'll be worth it. Next is the emitter. This is the part of the lightsaber the blade comes out of. These vary in size and shape, and I should note all lightsaber upgrades are purely cosmetic. Changing any of the stuff I'm talking about in this video won't affect the lightsaber's performance. Not sure how that would work anyway. It's a lightsaber. It cuts through things. Not like there's different strengths of lightsabers, right? Maybe that's an expanded universe thing. I don't know. Okay, next is the switch, which is the part of the lightsaber used to turn it on and off. Pretty simple, pretty basic. Some of the different switches have different decals and engravings, and this sits just below the emitter. The sleeve is the larger part of the lightsaber, generally used to grip or hold it, where you put your hands. These come in different textures. Some are wrapped in fabric, others are more industrial looking, smoother, grippier. I love how there's different lightsaber parts that look like they're inspired by different parts of the galaxy. Like the elemental nature components look like they're from Kashyyyk, and some parts look more evil, darker, Sith-style lightsabers. I wish we could get a curved Dooku-style lightsaber. Love the curved lightsaber, man, although not sure how this would work with a double blade. Would end up looking more like a boomerang if you have the curved blade and a saber coming out of each side. Are there any curved double-bladed lightsabers in Star Wars? Is that a thing? I don't know. And finally, we have the lightsaber material, which affects the overall color of the hilt and the type of metal it's made of. You pretty much have free reign to make the lightsaber look completely different to the original and pretty close to whatever you want. There's silver, bronze, there's a red one, there's this one that looks like silver with a tinge of green, there's black ones, there's all different ones. A lot of variety here. I feel like once you collect all the lightsaber parts, which will take who knows how long, you'll pretty much be able to make it look exactly how you like. A lot of customization and mix and matching. In my last video on lightsaber customization, the one I made a few weeks ago, I talked about how customization in Fallen Order was influenced by the Galaxy's Edge customizable lightsabers at Disneyland. The experience where you go into a lightsaber workshop, you choose your crystal, your parts, then build your own lightsaber. And now that I've had a full hands-on with the game, I can see how similar customization actually is between these two. Choosing the color, the hilt components, and screwing them all together, and even mixing the different themes. Even some of the names and lightsaber themes are the same in Fallen Order and Galaxy's Edge, like elemental nature, power and control. They feel like they're from the same universe, which is exactly what it should feel like. I love that there's more of this consistency in Star Wars. It's great. And now all I have to do is try find every lightsaber part in the game, which is going to be hard, but it'll be worth it in the end. I want to have the ultimate lightsaber customization experience, and that's exactly what Fallen Order provides. So what's your favorite thing about lightsaber customization in Fallen Order? Let me know in the comments, and go watch one of my other Jedi Fallen Order videos here. I'm doing a playthrough of the game, so if you haven't got the game yourself, you can go watch that. I'll play it for you. And follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Discord for more Star Wars related things, life stuff. I'm going to be doing a few Fallen Order giveaways on those platforms real soon, so follow me to keep an eye out for those. And thanks for watching this. My name's Andrew, through. I'll catch you soon.
Stay bombastic.